What's up, everybody? I'm Chelsea DeNofa, and we're here at the Spec D Drift Series in Mission, Canada.
It's out here at Mission Raceway. It's a great track and lots of fun.
My name is Tony Kosh, Spec D TK, the voice of Spec D. We are here at Mission Raceway for the 2022 Spec D Formula Drift Pro Spec Shootout.
We take the pro guys, we put them under like intense pressure, high qualifying runs, beat the cars for 5 hours in practice, and we put them into qualifying, and then head-to-head, running battle after battle.
It's great to see the growth here at Spec D, like the professionalism and also like the drivers and the cars and the teams and the, you go through a pit here and it's basically like a pro event. You got guys with their banners up, their sponsorship tents, their hero cards. They did an autograph signing today, the branding of Spec D and all their partners all over the track, and it really is just an awesome experience, and to see the growth has been really, really cool.
Absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. There's no words to describe it other than unbelievable.
So hard, let me park my car, yo boy, you gotta move it. Friendzo gone with a benzo on that bit, think that I'm Cupid. I check the time, they bustin' 5, my wrist game ain't that stupid. I drink ain't strong, only chop for long, yeah, if we talkin' Cupid. Flex so hard, let me park my car, yo boy, you gotta move it. Friendzo gone with a benzo on that bit, think that I'm Cupid. I check the time, they bustin' 5, my wrist game ain't that stupid. I drink ain't strong, only chop for long, yeah, if we talkin' Cupid. Flex so hard, let me park my car, yo boy, you gotta move it. Touch your lady ass for a combo, but you sending dudes. Stay away from them ladies, cause I know they got them booties.
My name is Chris Pollard. We're at the Spec D 2022 Mission Shootout. The track layout is a bit interesting, especially changing it a little bit at the last minute. I think the change was good though. It flows really nicely, and there's some really good fast sections. Starting on a straight, pretty short run up, there's a outer zone on the right side on your entry. Turning to the left, there's an inner clip, quick transition. There's an outer zone on the left side there, and you've really got to extend and hold the throttle all the way down that straight, or you're not gonna make it. At the end of that straight, on the right side, we have a touch and go, leading into a left-hander, kind of U-turn almost, but with a large radius corner, ending on an outer zone at the end of the track. And I just want to say thank you to all my sponsors, my friends, family, Madison especially, for really making this event happen, and I mean, drifting as a whole happened for me. So yeah, we had our guest judge out, Chelsea DeNofa. We're gonna go big for the shootout this year. I'm gonna get the top driver in FD and the guy that just knows it. We sweeten the deal by prepping the car that he used to drive in FD, letting him take some ride-alongs, raising money for charity. It was just a perfect fit. Icing on the cake, he offers a setup class the day before the competition. Does a class for all the students, gives them tips and tricks on how to set up their car, like a roadmap to success in drifting.
Chelsea DeNofa joining us as a guest judge, I think it would be kind of motivation. It helps a lot. He's got a lot of insight. He's a very smart guy with chassis setup, and just all I did is chassis setup class and learned a lot. That helped a lot today. He's giving everyone pointers and making everyone drive better.
Yeah, I came out to the Spec D event in Edmonton about 4 years ago and did a class, and also worked with Sean and just kind of checked it out and kind of gave him my feelings on it, and it's just grown a ton, and I'm really stoked to see where it's at.
I think Chelsea being here is extra motivation for sure. I know he came out to an event about 4 or 5 years ago for Spec D, and it was very similar at that point. He was there to help the drivers and get everyone better. I took his drift course back then, and it was really helpful.
Banners everywhere, looks so professional, so I'm stoked to be here. Right on, buddy. We are really stoked to have you. We'll hopefully have some really crazy battles for you tomorrow.
My name is Ryan Drutz, and I'm currently competing at the Spec D Drift Series Mission Shootout round. The pressure is kind of on because you have one round, so everything has to be 100% working at like its top level. You can't really have any failures, even though it's going to happen. Yesterday we were kind of developing an issue where we were a little bit low on power, so ended up having a fuel line inside the tank that split, so that was causing it to lean out. So we fixed that and then kind of developed a fuel leak after that. So then we have that issue now resolved, and so we should be ready here for practice coming up later today. Even with the competition aspect of things, it's just to always remember like why we all got into it, and that was just the simplicity of it being so much fun to do. You're out with your friends, you're having a good time. I mean, despite like the failures and everything, you set it all aside, we're all here for the same goal, and that's just to have fun. I mean, yeah, competition can get pretty serious at times, but don't forget to have fun. Like, you're just drifting. Like, I love it. So I mean, everyone should really have fun with it, and just don't take it too serious.
So I think standout moments for me is definitely seeing Jesse Foote for another year, just find another gear step up here at Mission Raceway. Tristan McLennan, I think, surprised a lot of people as well. Seeing him finish up in 4th and just as stoked as he was awesome. And I think just the crowds too. Having a lot of people here in the building was really a lot of fun to announce in front of.
Yeah, today for me what stood out was just the progression of the drivers throughout the weekend, like just making a really difficult track that required people to really try and maximize their car. And it's a track too that like you could be easily way too gripped up for. And so it made it even for cars that maybe had 250 horsepower or had 700 horsepower, as long as the guy who had less power was like focused in everywhere he needed to be on track. So it was really cool to see that. And then some of the chases, like from Spencer Casey, when he was just like driving in, being on the door, like solidifying just like how aggressive his driving was and how the track layout allowed that to happen. You know, he was maybe 400 horsepower following some of the 600 or 700 horsepower cars, and just being there and having no issues was really kind of cool to see. And then just overall, like I said, the growth of the driving and people just progressing. And then a lot of people, like when it got to competition, it was their best runs, which usually like it's the other way around. They get nervous, they make mistakes, they have issues, but like it really brought out everybody's competitive side.
So it's a big commitment to a lot of the drivers to spend 3 full days making a lot of travel. We had drivers from all over the US, from California, the whole Pacific Northwest, all Western Canada, committing a ton of time, effort, and money to come out and be here at Mission. So we do it in 2 parts. We do the professional side, where we take the pro guys, we put them under like intense pressure, high qualifying runs. We were out here last night for like 11 hours, running battle after battle. And then we kind of take it a way step back on the Sunday and open it up. Give the guys a chance to drive with their homies that maybe aren't running the Pro Series, so you can take your car and just chill with your buddies. And I think actually like today you see some of the best driving because the nerves are gone, they're laid back, they're in party mode, and just chilling with their friends. And that's the goal of it. Community is drifting, and you know, lots of times you forget that in the competition side. So we try to like always incorporate competition, but then afterwards get to party with your friends still and still be buddies on track.